Oh, hi everyone, it's Fiona here. Forgive me, I've got no makeup on and I've got hay fever. It's spring here and the blossom's out and everyone's sneezing. I want to go through day one, and I'm just looking at the outline of the program I've got going on for you. But the first thing I want to say is it's hard for me to say because I don't like to. I'm not comfortable with speaking of things that I do well, and but we have for years and years and years. We've had midwives come to these workshops and they all say to us, why isn't this part of our midwifery education? Nobody is teaching this stuff. Nobody. And it makes me very emotional because there are pieces missing out. And the biggest piece that's missing out is the real information about integrating stuff around the pelvis. And that's one of the things we'll do on day one. We'll really, you have to come as women. You got to forget your role. I don't care whether you're a doula or a physio or a midwife or you've been in charge of a labour ward for years. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to Jen. We come with what we do, but we come as women because as women, we all have a pelvis. And it's that pelvis that we have to get to know. We've got to know where it is in our body. We've got to feel all our landmarks. And many of you go, yep, I know them. Okay, it's not the feedback we've had from anywhere else in the world that we've taught, where people have really dropped into that place. Because when you know that stuff about yourself, when you know truly where the outline of that birth hole is, and you start to really work in and feel your soft tissue connections, it makes such a difference. And what the difference is that when you work with a woman in that way, when you truly know your landmarks, and you truly know how to bring your own breath into your own tissues and what it does, you have a confidence and there's a different sharing of energy to the women. And they know the difference that you get it as a woman, not just that you're as a midwife and you're doing to them. Jen and I are nuts about that stuff, that we don't do stuff to people. We don't do stuff to women. We're not the experts. We work with women. We work with them. We try to enhance their anatomical potential, not take over. So the breath is very important. I know there's different breath work. This is pretty important stuff. The mapping of the pelvis, the maneuvers. I don't know that you know these maneuvers because they've been developed by the teacher Jen and I had 30 odd years ago and us. So these are really highly effective things. They're very highly effective manoeuvres that you can work with a partner. Okay, if he's a religious bloke and he's outside the door, no problem. You can work yourself. When the women know, you don't have to explain. You just go and put my hands here, the language is right down. No need to talk. They know exactly what you're doing and why. So that's day one. And those maneuvers will get you out of a lot of pickles. Pickles, I shouldn't use our slang. A lot of big problems in labour. These, for the midwives, I've used these maneuvers for fetal distress, for variable decelerations, when you're monitoring a baby and they're wanting to go to theatre, for the obstetric staff want to go to theatre, or when they're wanting to deliver the baby and you've got really a poor trace. And I'm telling you, these manoeuvres get a baby out of the way of the cord when they're variable decels. So, yeah, day one. Okay,